Hey, will you turn the light on? Hey, there's light. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Something like that. Let's see here. That ain't it.
Why did they hire me?
That ain't what I want. That is not what I want at all. Hello, whoever's watching. How are you? Hey, it's Dean. Dean from where? Kiwi Land? Something like that? Kiwi Land? I don't know. Something like that. Not sure. You'll tell me. That ain't what I want. Come on, I gotta find something. I'm currently looking for a song for a short, YouTube short, so. Glassy eyed Kiwi from Kiwi Land. Well, I don't know why you're glassy eyed, but I guess. What does that mean, even? Hey, it's Colleen. How's it going? How are you? I'm currently looking for a song for my YouTube short, and I'm not coming up with anything. I need something funny. Something only Colleen could say. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have anything in mind. It needs to be funny. Let's see. Three Stooges? Do they have a song? I need something like song wise it's funny. I have batshit crazy songs for you, and any of them will do. Well, spell them out for me. I can't read your mind. Well, I could, but I can't now. That ain't what I want. Oh, come on. I need something here. Give me something. Give me something to work with. Something funny. Anyway, how's everybody's evening? I don't know what to pick. I need something decent. That ain't it. Maybe I get them recommended. Let's see here. Okay. We lost one. But I can't link them to you, so I'll quote lyrics. Why don't you just give me the name of the song? I got a phone. Right, you can't. Yeah. See? I'll There's everybody's. Somebody wants to join in. Are copy strikes okay? I don't really care. I'm not monetized anyway, so it don't matter. It's on their app. I'm getting music from their app, so how can that be copyright? Let's see. Try that in a small town. What in the world? What can I use? Men without hats. Safety dance. Okay. It's a good song. I forgot about that one. Yeah, I like that. We'll go with that. Ooh, there's Frank Sinatra. Nah, safety dance it is. Men without hats. It's a crazy name. Well, that's nice. Upload short. Okay, now we can talk what you want. Whatever you want. I got busy outside and forgot to come in and turn this on, so that's why we're late. And I forgot it was at 7:30. So that's how I became late to my own show. Isn't that a crock? Let's teach some people some things. I could watch. I wonder if I could do that. Think I could watch my own videos, babe? Watch my own videos on my live? Yeah, like, do you think it'll work? Think I'll get a copyright strike from my own channel's content? Hey, there's Turbo Tom. How are you, buddy? Share screen. We're about to figure something out. I'll probably get a copyright strike and then I'll cry. What do we want to watch? This one's got 41. This one's got 88. This one's got 80. This one's got 110 for some odd reason. People like the rats. Why do people like the rats? Sure, I would. Why do people like rats? Like, literally, like 76, 40, 60, 110. I guess No Name National's got 186. Anyway. Dean, Tom, because they are survivors. Who? Oh, rats. Rats are survivors? Yeah, we don't want them to survive. We want them to die. That's not good. But you guys will like the. So I started sweeping the trailer out to work on getting the toolbox located.
Oh, check. I got you.
And
Eye
the
of the
holes
tiger.
drilled for the
It's a good
basically
song.
bolt down tabs.
I don't have an eye of the tiger.
You can see me now putting down the basically a template for the holes, and right now I'm measuring for. Watching our own stuff. Colleen, rats are the best pets for kids under 5. Are you crazy? Rats stink. They chew up priceless material. They cost you money. They look gross. They act gross. They leave a trail of mess behind.
So now, as you can see in the video, I'll be doing
They're like an ex-wife,
which is basically just finding the whole width of the trailer, subtracting the length of the toolbox, and then dividing that number in half.
I have a video of a TRX in a wash.
So that number
has 43K views.
Gives me what distance?
Yeah, it's just what people will watch. It's just the problem. I mean, like we're a small channel. We don't do a lot of clear content. We don't.
Again,
I try to be honest. I just
distance of the toolbox.
I just try and video what I want to watch, which is someone basically growing as they get
I think in the video it's 27.25.
Growing as they get faster, better. Their life starts to take off
from one side of the trailer to the one side of the toolbox.
Just like kids, lol.
Vice versa. So
domestic, not wild. There's a difference. You can domesticate a rat. Why in the world would you domesticate a rat? Wild kids? All right, my favorite. No. Keep them where you're at. I don't want them here. I like doing videos like this where it's showing you how I did something, or more or less. Like, there's more on this project coming. I only get what is it now? 4 hours of daylight, maybe 3 maximum. So it's come home, come inside, get dressed to go outside.
Okay.
And then
so as you see,
I don't get much time to do anything anymore.
Installing
summertime I do.
Making the holes for my toolbox in my trailer. This project has been drawn. It's been going on a long time.
Can you guys hear the video?
So just trying to get some footage here and there. Just trying to get you guys a video. I'm struggling with the daily uploads thing. I mean, I can come up with shorts and stuff for everyday use.
So funny. I got a copyright.
As far as like actual long videos.
Would be so impressive.
So,
everyone buys hamsters and gerbils as a first pet. Those little frickers bite.
This is as good as I can get.
I didn't. I got a cat and a dog, and I'm so happy I did.
I will get better.
Yes, sounds good.
Most likely.
Okay.
Pretty much everything else in my life works that way. I do something poorly forever, and then I decide finally, hey, I'm going to do something great. But anyway, I'm
Twin brothers, they wild.
At some point, be pulling that engine.
Brought up good and right, just perpetually wild. But that's the way I like it.
You guys can watch that and enjoy that a little bit. Enjoy this small clip of me drilling some holes and doing the layout. When I go to install it, I'll put the camera up and show you guys. So,
do you like how I looked up?
See you in the next video.
Like you didn't know what up was. I don't know why I did that. I just did in the video. It felt right. How do you guys like the outro? These are all, every car on screen that where the camera's focused on is family cars, including mine, obviously. Duh. Okay. What are we gonna watch? New channel. We're gonna watch a live stream. Mexican walking fish. They are great for kids, but you cannot put them in the bath with the kids. Mexican walking fish. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, is this like start at the end and go up?
What?
The That thing where you said can't wait to see some back of the track racing.
Yeah, this is where they start at the end of the track and go the other way. Yeah. I know it's gonna be kind of exciting. I'm not gonna compete in it at all. Like I don't even have any desire to, but I do want to watch it. I think it's fun. I think it'll be a good thing for the track. I'm not a fan of the flag guy, but I don't think he's such a bad person. I just don't like the way he flags, I guess. It's just weird. If I was racing, it would make me feel uncomfortable the way he flags. Just my opinion. Just me opinion. Ooh, I'm British or whatever. I don't know. What am I talking about? Nothing, obviously.
Well, since
I'm surprised.
these rods are going in a motor that
will
will be at No Name Nationals, it's only fitting that we don't know the name of these rods. So come with me on the journey to the No Name rods.
Yeah, this is
that
I'm surprised this video didn't go off because I mean,
yeah,
I probably did buy.
I'm sure
on the marketplace.
Anyway, I'm going to get into unboxing
the cheapest
it. Hopefully you like the rods. Hopefully I like the rods. Hopefully they don't come out of the block.
Come up with like it's hard to buy a set of
I am doing
rods
this one-handed.
$225.
And I'm doing it
Are they
with a
good?
blade, apparently.
Oh, I don't know. We'll find out.
What not better way
Yo,
to
Dr.
the engine than on the engine?
There. If you want to join in, I'm just literally live streaming live streaming my what am I doing here? Here we go. Copy.
We have here,
if you want,
little itty bitty H-beam rods.
I don't know if that worked or not. But anyway, I'm trying to give myself a copyright strike on my own channel with my own channel's content. So, well, if it makes power, it's an engine. Motors take power.
It's so weird that these are somehow stronger than stock.
Well, theoretically, you can't.
So far, they look okay. I mean, obviously, we won't know until we put them in the car.
I don't know.
But,
I don't know why. Just because, like, think about it. Usually, if I put somebody else's content up here and just played it and talked a little bit, there's chances of me getting a copyright strike.
$25.
What if I play my own stuff?
I would take my chances.
I don't know. Listen, I'm just trying here. Just trying.
I can at least say that the guy's legit and actually sent them, so that's kind of cool.
If what is it? Isn't it? Energy is neither created nor destroyed. Isn't that some type of law? Theoretically, everything's an engine, a motor, or anything. But who cares?
Okay.
Call it a motor.
Well,
Ford motor. Chevrolet motor.
Because we're rednecks. Let's see. What am I wanting to say?
How we are.
I'm going to go through these.
Proper.
Look them a little further over, and then at some point,
like I got LS motor.
To check them.
I don't have an LS engine. I got LS
but
motor.
I'll get bearings ordered, and then we'll start.
Law of conservation of energy. There you go. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, or something like that.
We'll get there.
I don't know. I'm not that smart. I don't really care about it.
I don't know if you like my unboxing. I don't like doing unboxings only because just never know. And then you're wasting time with doing unboxings.
It's the most uncomfortable way of filming.
Well,
unless you got like a body cam on your head or like on your chest, looking what you're doing, it's impossible. I hate it. I don't
back to work on,
but, somebody may
getting those things off of that so I can get my truck done so that I can work on the Laguna and the ramp truck.
Those fenders didn't work. They don't match paint color, and they don't match. So I didn't know this at the time, but so 99 to 02, I think. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. LS swapped their world. Amen. LS swapped the world. I can agree. People try and argue that like it's overdone. Who cares? It's so cheap. Like anybody, I could throw an engine in a Honda Civic if I wanted. Like, yeah, there's other engines, but please do that. Thank you. Hit the like button. And if you aren't already subscribed, you should do that too. But all of you guys are. Well, I hope. I hope I'm entertainable, or I hope I've entertained you enough to earn your subscription. Not prescription, subscription. We don't do drugs yet. But yes, let's go to another video. Why not? Oh, we should go to one of my early videos so I can make fun of myself. This is going to be great. Oh, Lord, excuse me. We'll go really far down here. Really, really far. Some of them were actually pretty good. You've earned it. Real walk, don't give a funk about me. How many years ago was that? It was 3 years ago. I've had this channel 3 years. Literally my first video. Jeez, my tooth is so bad. This is at my grandparents' house. I made that out of foam core from the company and duct taped it all together and marked it, created a little paint and stuff, or whatever you want to call it, marked it. I thought I was all hot. You know what? It was a lot of fun. So. This is basically all the pictures of how that food truck you seen in the beginning started. We still have the truck hauling it too. It's sitting here on the front. So, yeah. Took 12 cabs, I think, to make it. I don't remember. So here it is in the process of getting the frame all done. So what you don't know is that it used to be a pulling truck, and so it pulled for a long time before it became a race truck. So that was kind of cool about it. He's a two-wheel drive, big block Chevy. I'm not sure what transmission was in it at the time. Guy named a place called Martin's Auto Body did all the body work and stuff. Cool. I mean, I think they did this out of a one-car garage, so it made it even cooler there. So, truck is one of a kind for sure. It's kind of an understatement. But yeah. So, yeah. You'll have to stay to the end for it to see some of the progress. Like there it is at a truck pool. This is late 80s, I think. My uncle, my grandfather. It's my dad. Back in the day. Hey, there's 6%. This is at an indoor pool. Pretty cool. Out by the house. That was in the later years of the pooling. My grandfather to the left, my dad to the right. My Uncle Nick. Big Stick Nick. That's at the what's the one in Cincinnati? Is it Cavalcade at Customs? Here's one of the earliest times it was racing at Edgewater. our local track. I think he broke it that day. There's a couple people here that I know. This is when it several different iterations of the truck. Right now it's the back half truck with Mustang 2 front end, still that way to this day. Same 12-bolt rear end. It does have a rear gear in it now, different one, and a new rear differential cover because it exploded. So that's kind of neat. That's the old white trailer. Man, that's been a long time ago. That was cool. 4-link and everything. Yeah, and then this picture is a lot of the family. My grandfather there in the blue. I'm going to go back to that because I'll name some of the people. So I'm, let's see, front row, closest, my great grandma. To the left of her, it's my cousin, and the same thing on the right, my cousin, my grandfather in the blue plaid, and right above him, it's my grandmother and stuff. So that's kind of neat. The rest of aunts and uncles and mother, father, brother. So really cool. I remember that day, but I don't remember it exactly. So kind of neat. Okay. Yeah, I did see that 6%. Several pulling things at PRI to check out. Yeah, there was last year. There was a Duramax truck. I'm hoping there's some gas stuff this year because I'm not a diesel guy, really. I don't like diesel engines. At least not the kind that they're doing. I like semis and stuff, but I don't like trucks, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, really. Oh, we should do a ramp truck update, a ranch truck video. That would be cool crap. What was I doing here? I think Rob's Rides and Streetcars goes live at 8:30, so we'll watch him once or twice.
Tomorrow is the day we go pick up the ramp truck.
That was the day before we went and pulled the ramp truck. It was crazy.
See how it goes. I got to give him the rest of the money.
That was
I'll
3 years ago
when we go pick it up. Well, afterwards.
So I've been working on that thing for 3
years.
That's
an update on that. Have a good day.
Okay, here we are picking up the wedge truck here. She's optioned out. No motor trans or anything, but I'd say for what we paid for it, I think we got a decent deal. Boxes are good. A few of the cross motors need fixed, and obviously motor and trans. Interior, only thing that needs to be done to that is the steering column. It's sitting in there. Lord, did we underestimate the project we were encountering? This project has turned into one show, as a shit show, like after another. One problem after the other, back to back, face to face. Good thing is it comes with all the trim. Yeah, I got that. I still have that cab. Obviously, somebody makes it, somebody has it. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, I can't believe that got 1.6 thousand views. This is the one that I can't believe.
If you're like me, so you're like me, and you like having nice
Who
things.
Who did that?
Or nicer things, or luxuries.
Well, that's cool as hell. Who did
whatever
that?
You would like to
I didn't do that.
This video is for you if you're like me and like nice things.
That's pretty cool. It's got it.
Mostly about
intro
on the 88
AC
to
condenser.
GM trucks.
Accumulator.
Specifically, if you own an
AC
88
lines,
to 92
denser.
or 3
Outro.
GM.
Interesting.
Truck.
Someone did that. I didn't do that. So
when these trucks originally come out,
or YouTube,
they come with a R12 refrigerant type.
But this is on my 90s model Chevy.
Nowadays,
all 5,900
all or most vehicles use R134A.
Honestly, it's not a very good video, but the information there is what I think sold it to people.
Because you can't put R134A in
trucks
the 12 compressor.
Originally, 88
could,
through 92, I believe, came with R12 compressors.
Anyway,
somewhere around there they switched
I'm going to show you everything you need
R134A.
To put AC on your
getting one to run on R134A
with updated parts
difficult with R12 component.
So first things
People
first,
say you can do it.
What you're going to need is
your backstage
square radiator
thing. I'm sorry, Turbo Tom.
Or called a AC.
That's okay.
I'm talking to myself, and
I see that.
Hey, Buff's Garage, how are you, buddy? So how's Tom tonight?
After a miserable day at work, hey, I'm doing great.
Amen to that.
There's a lot of stupid people out there, you know.
Yeah, it happens.
The ones that keep driving the car until there is no oil left.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually how I got my first car. A single mom bought it for her daughter, and then her daughter ran it dry of oil because it wasn't the car she wanted, and then blew it up. So then, long story short, the daughter ended up in jail or something and needing bail money, and for something I don't remember. So I bought the car, and that's how I got a Honda Civic for my first car.
I was about to say, what car?
Yeah, the Honda, remember?
I've never heard that story in my life.
I don't like to tell that story because it's a horrible story.
The bad rep for your car?
Yeah. The car was a good car. It lasted.
You blew it up too?
Yeah, I blew it up, but that was a different reason.
Yeah, we didn't have those cars back when I was growing up there.
Yeah, you had the good stuff.
Yeah, we had the Ford Pinto. That was fun.
The explosion mobile, right? As they said.
Yeah, but I've never seen one explode.
Well, me neither. I don't think there's any factual data or video out there of one doing that.
But did you know the Jeep Liberty and the Grand Cherokee also had the gas tank right in the back like that?
I didn't.
And we had to do a recall, put in a trailer hitch just to put something for the car to bump into. So whether it needed it or not, you got a trailer hitch.
That's stupid.
That was their cheap way out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do. It's better than buying all those cars back, I guess. Just crazy that the world's come to that. Same thing with your oil issue. Like, I'm not the best at checking fluids, but like some people take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, but when you turn a corner and the light comes on, that tells you something.
Yeah, you got dummy lights nowadays. The one that bugs me the most is brakes. People will have them squealing and carrying on, shaking when they're going down a hill or hitting the brakes, and they're like, yeah, just leave it. I'll have the mechanic do it. It's like, when? Today?
When they get the money to do it.
Yeah.
Then it costs them a lot more.
Yeah, I can't hate on people for that because I do know life's a struggle. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Money doesn't grow on trees, from what I've been told.
Yeah.
The Honda Civic is awaiting, and I feel my heart is aching. In a way, I want to be done with all the front-wheel drive traction loss and CV gripping truth. Anyway, there is proof. There is no proof. Okay. You have it light. Mine makes nice rattle noises when there's no oil. That's how I know. I actually have the same experience except with a race car, just not my daily driver. It makes nice rattle noises, but it's got a lot of oil in it.
Yeah, I work on a lot of rattles, a lot of Hemis like that.
The
And you know what causes it?
Hemi lifter tick.
Yeah, it's all caused by idle time.
Really?
Yep, too much idle time. It's not splashing the oil up onto the cam lobes.
So what is the fix to that then? Is there a fix?
Yeah, don't let it idle.
Well, that's not exactly a fix. It probably works.
Yeah. Drive it. When you get where you're going, shut it off.
Sounds terrifying. Why would I buy one then?
Well, you can sit there and rev it up for it to sound good. Revving up is just fine. Just don't idle.
So yeah, every time I come to the stoplight, I put it in neutral and rev it out.
Yeah. No, that's what stop start's for.
I actually have I'm kind of glad you brought that up. I have a friend that he's got a Dodge like Ram 1500 or something like that, and his motor is doing the Hemi tick. And
well, it's nice if it's a Hemi in it, not that 3.6.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Because you can't tell the difference.
Go ahead.
You can't tell the difference if they got the right exhaust on them.
Yeah, I can believe that. I think what comes in the new Chargers, like V6 wise, and in Challengers.
The 3.6. Yeah, it's a 3.6. Yeah, that's what's in all the cop cars.
Okay, so I had a rental car. That's probably been a few months ago. But anyway, it was a V6 Challenger. The thing would scoot. I mean, it was not like fast, but like for a rental car, it was.
It's got an 8-speed transmission. What do you want? You know?
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, I don't know if I'd buy one, but it was definitely not like horrible. But one thing I did have a rental car that I didn't want, but that's all I had. It was electric. It was a Leaf. Something Leaf. Anyway,
that's a modified golf cart.
Basically, yeah. But I was in Louisiana, and where I was at in Louisiana, I had to drive a whole hour to get to a charging station. So now, listen to this. It takes a quarter, like 25% of the battery to get to there. So I go there, charge it for 100% or whatever, drive back to my hotel, and I'm back down to where I was. Yeah. No. That's how reliable those things are.
You just need more charging stations or have the cord with you where you can plug it into 110.
Well, it was a rental car. I mean, they're not going to be able to give that to people. They can't trust people with that. There's too many dumb people in the world. Yeah, so I was like, how is this going to work? I'm going to drive to work, drive to the hotel, and then drive to the place where I can charge it. I'm going to be in the middle of nowhere and get lost or get stranded.
Well, you call the rental people up and tell them come back and get their junk.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. I could have done that. I ended up the next day because I paid them to charge it because I didn't want to. I couldn't find a charger that wasn't at the airport where I landed. But anyway, they didn't have any inventory at the time, so that's all I had was a couple of the electric cars. And so that's what I chose. Luckily, the next day they had some inventory in, like a few cars to choose from. So I ended up getting like a Toyota Camry, which is good enough. But yeah, I travel for work, so I'm in a rental car pretty much every time I go anywhere. Spell check. It'll fit in the hatch. Yeah, Dean, I'm not buying a generator just to charge the rental car. I could have.
If you would have had the charging cord to use it.
Exactly. Yeah,
But
I don't. If you can tell, I don't like electric cars. Not yet.
And it would have taken 5 gallons of gas to charge it, though.
Yeah, probably. Well, and it wasn't expensive or as expensive there. So I've been to California once now, and oh my Lord. I mean, I didn't realize I was in a cheap area of California, and I thought I was in hell. Like almost $6 a gallon for gas. And they're like, oh yeah, it's like 8 in Los Angeles and this place and this place. I'm like, you guys pay that for gas? Are you stupid? You ever thought about rioting against your government or doing something about it?
Well, yeah, they go buy the electric car instead.
Yeah, because financially that makes sense, right?
Or they get the hydrogen car.
Yeah, and then get offed.
They got hydrogen stations out there.
Don't tell nobody.
Why?
You might be next.
No, they're out there all over the place. They're putting them up all over the place now. Even here in Ohio, they're starting to build them.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about hydrogen cars.
Hydrogen car, you can, how your gas engine's 14.7 to 1 is the perfect mix.
Yeah.
Hydrogen, you can go anywhere from 30 to 70 to 1 for your mix. So if you want more power, just change your mix. And it's still going to be burning just as clean as ever. And the only thing coming out that tailpipe is water.
So then my question is, isn't that the same thing as a steam engine?
No. Hydrogen actually explodes in the engine. So instead of putting gasoline in, you're using hydrogen. So you'll still have your pistons, you'll still have your spark plugs. You'll be able to set your timing wherever you want it. Set your mixture wherever you want it.
So then I guess my only question is, how do you basically it's a lean mixture all the time?
No. You could richen
you'll
it
have
up.
more air and you'll have more air and more heat because of the hydrogen. Because hydrogen explodes at a really crazy temperature, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So there's going to be extreme amounts of heat and extreme amounts of air. How do they get away from detonation?
I have no idea. I just know it works.
I'm not. Hey, it probably does work. I'm just curious.
Well, it's like what? When you put give it a shot of nitro there, it cools it down. Because when it comes out, it's cold.
Yeah, yeah. Nitrogen mixed with air.
Yeah.
And fuel. But yeah. Well, that's what I'm just thinking in my head. And again, I'm not the most brightest person in the world, but it's just me. Like when you insert the water in the whatever you're using to push it into the engine, right? Whatever, like carburetor, I assume. I don't know.
It'll be injectors.
Okay, so
you're going from a high pressure to a low pressure instantly like that, and it's still going to be cold. Anytime you go from high pressure to low, it's going to be cold.
So I guess is my other question. Then how high of a pressure injectors are needed?
Oh, I'm guessing right around 3,000.
So a diesel injector, basically.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm learning this is.
But it's going to be injecting a gas, not a liquid.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's my question. Like how they tune out detonation, because like, and this is just in my head. Like the gas and fuel mix or gas and air mixture in like a normal gas engine. You said 30 to 1, 30 hydrogen molecules to 1 air molecule.
For sure, that's the way it works. Yeah.
That seems insane. Like,
but they can go up as high as 70. So they're really richen it up.
See, then in my head, that's going to cause extreme detonation because you're
Well, yeah,
having
that's how you get more power.
Well, detonation's not good. That's, or I should say pre-detonation.
Well,
detonation. Well, no, detonation's detonation, I guess. It's like when the piston's coming up, and it, before it's actually done with the stroke, it detonates because of the hydrogen.
I know they have them in Europe already. They have them in California because Toyota's making them. And I'm sure a lot of the European countries are making them too.
Yeah, are you stupid? That's not a question you should ask in Cali. Probably fair. That's probably a fair assumption. Just zinc and hydrochloric acid or a special batch plant, and you've got hydrogen. It's very energy consumptive to get it, but it does a great job. Rotary engines or hydrogen cells like to use it. On reversed hot side engines, you got a wide threshold for safe emissions legal power. It's just the cost of the engine parts. Yeah, I mean, how many miles are you getting out of this? Like, how does it not rust the engine? Because
that's how we used to clean carbon off the valves, just by squirting water while you got it revved up.
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking. I mean, when I've seen it done, you're talking like less than what you spit out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Water. Now imagine dumping that into an engine and expecting it to run. Like, it just blows my mind.
No, the exhaust would be water. Right now, you got exhaust. You watch your tailpipe on your car. You have water dripping out of it while it's running. They all do. Anytime you got that combustion, you're gonna have water come out. But that's why you have stainless steel exhaust, so it doesn't rust out the exhaust.
I'm not that fancy.
All the new cars have stainless steel exhaust. Just because of all the water being run out.
It's a valve dropping issue, so you have to go high grade intake and exhaust valve. But I don't know. I'm not skeptical of it, but I'm skeptical of how they're getting it to work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's a channel out there can explain it better than me, because Mopar has nothing like it yet. At least not that they're telling me.
I'm just going to have a hard time adjusting to that. Like,
well, you go to your gas station, you stick the nozzle on there, turn the valve, it fills it up just that quick. Huh?
What's it smell like?
Whatever they want to put in it.
I guess that's fair. That would be okay.
Whatever additive they want to put in just for safety wise. But hydrogen floats up so quick.
Yeah. Because I like the smell of gas. I mean, not that I huff it, but like, when you burn gas, it smells good. Maybe I need to start huffing gas. Maybe I'll start understanding the hydrogen stuff.
But because these electric batteries, that when they burn up and they actually melt the concrete.
Yeah.
Because Uncle Tony was telling the story of the hydrogen battery over in Europe, where they had a problem with that, where it actually melted right through the parking structure.
Yeah.
And they watch the video of it all coming right through the floor, and
that's just crazy.
Well, they burn that hot.
Very high grade guys. I Inconel valve parts, lots of size constraints to pull the heat out. Yeah, like I said, I'm one of them believers. Like, I think electric cars could be useful in certain situations, but in all aspects of the U.S., they won't work. Not right now.
We're all too far apart.
Exactly.
Way too far apart.
In 10 years, 15 years, when battery technology has come up, maybe, definitely. There's definitely a possibility. But right now, I don't feel like it's fathomable to do it.
See, where you're at, drive across Indiana, how long does it take? You're driving across the whole state. In what, 3 or 4 hours?
Across it, yes. To the
Yeah.
top, hell, I don't know.
No.
Probably a lot. It's probably
Right,
5 or 6 hours to the top.
Well, over in Europe, whole countries are that big.
Exactly.
That's it. That's as big as they are.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I work for a German company, and they can't wrap their brain around how big the U.S. is when we talk about stuff. Like
Yeah.
their technicians, the people that do what I do over there, drive to each job site. The only time they fly is when they're going to like Japan or India or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, I have to fly everywhere I go. It really doesn't matter. There's literally one place that I can go to local, and it's 3 hours away. And I call that local, and they think that's half of our country.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Yeah, so we drove. I went over there for a month, and I actually went on the road with one of their technicians, and we drove all the way to Belgium, and I think it was 3 hours there from the center of Germany to there. So imagine your whole country being 6 hours from one direction to the other. Like, it's just hard to wrap my brain around.
Yeah, I know you can't make it across Texas in that amount of time.
Isn't it 10 hours or something like that?
Yeah.
I know it's something crazy. We got 6 people watching.
Hey.
What?
You know how I always get sick, right?
Sure.
Like, I could be around whoever and I get sick.
Yeah.
I have leukopenia.
What is that?
My white blood cell count is low.
How do you fix that?
I have no idea.
Lovely.
Eat right. Vitamins.
I'm going to listen to this doctor. Eat right and vitamins. Turbo Tom special.
I already take vitamins.
Avoid corn. Avoid corn at all costs.
He says avoid corn. I don't know.
I don't eat corn.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, tortillas, that counts as corn.
No? Sure.
Doritos, that's corn. Anything.
She eats Doritos.
Yeah, avoid it.
I have ate one bag of Doritos in the past 7 days.
Autobahns are a quintessential German solution to travel. England did the same thing with the rail in America. Or with the rail. In America, the interstates are like the Autobahns. Yeah, except I can't do 110 legally on the highways.
Well, you
Doritos?
Yeah, they have corn in them.
Oh.
Avoid corn.
They're corn chips.
Corn is what they use to fatten up the farm animals.
I guess that's fair.
I don't eat corn and I'm still fat. That's not fair.
Oh, well, you got issues of your own.
Yeah, you're more potatoes, right?
I'm a starch
potatoes.
guy.
Yeah.
Potatoes and spaghetti.
That's our worst one, spaghetti.
Carbs.
You know, like carbs. Like,
lots of carbs.
Well, and what I find so funny, I hate to get off topic, but really, it's not really. I guess it's not off topic. The starches are so cheap to make.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Oh my gosh,
I go to buy a steak.
Starch.
It's expensive. When I want to buy, 4,000 helpings of mashed potatoes, it's like 3 cents. Or,
those taco seasoning packets are 88 cents.
Really? That's cheap.
Oh, and in the spaghetti aisle, it was covered in spaghetti.
Someone drop one?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I'm like, nice. I'm like, I need.
But yeah, like, and I'm not a health
food.
foods, like, I don't eat healthy, obviously.
I have more labs sitting and waiting. That's just one of them.
Oh, nice.
So I have like a CBC that I'm waiting on, a lipid, a TSH, a vitamin D, vitamin B, folic acid.
You're just full of problems.
I got a whole bunch of freaking blood work that I'm waiting on. I was gonna go tell your mom. I'm like, hey, I found out why I always get sick. And why I've never been immune to anybody's sickness for the past 3 years of me being in healthcare.
I'm fine. My white blood count.
My white blood cell count.
Yeah, whatever that is. I'm good.
I don't even remember.
Those little countries, Germany, England, that's how they got rich, stealing the stuff from everyone else with a really small haul time from stem to stern. I mean, they're not really that wealthy. Like, at least Germany, the places that I can vouch for, like, they're not that wealthy. Like, when I say wealthy, like, what do I mean? Like, the amount of abundance there is in the U.S. is insane compared to other countries. Think about your local store, like grocery store. Can you buy steak from there?
No.
Really?
We got to go 12 miles to get there.
12 miles. What's that, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Yeah, about 15.
So it's about 20 minutes to our Walmart, but I have a mom and pop shop grocery store in town, which is like 10 minutes away.
Yeah, we got to drive through right uptown, so
I got you.
So you get gas, you get your gas, your lottery, and your snacks, your beer, your wine, your booze. It's all in there.
Yeah, and the thing that's
but they do have a deli though. So if you want sliced meat,
okay,
any kind you want, they got it.
Like there, when okay, let's say, what's your closest burger joint to you?
It'd be 12 miles away.
So 20 minutes ish.
Yeah.
Your local burger joint in like Germany is like probably 30 minutes out of a major city. Like the foods in the city, at least the one I was in, which was Paderborn. Beautiful city. Don't get me wrong. Beautiful city. The food, terrible. It's one place I had, and it wasn't even German food. It was some Argentinian restaurant. Waitress and people there were really nice. A really good steak. But again, that's not German food. That's not something they created. That's something that somebody come there and said, hey, we're selling this now.
Yeah.
But when I was on the road, there's no cattle. Where I live, if you don't pass 4 farms with cattle, you're probably higher than a kite and can't see nothing anyway.
Yeah, we got them all over the place here too.
Or like, there's people that do soybeans, corn, like.
Well, on the way home from work tonight, I went past a herd of deer.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The whole field was full of them because they know that the hunting season was over Sunday.
Oh really?
They all came out and got together and had a party.
Hey, we lived. But like, even like, so when I was on the road there, wildlife, you didn't see wildlife, which really bugged me. Like, you've seen a few things, but like here, if I drive, I can walk out my back door and see, 3 animals that, aren't our dog or cat. Where there, you had to be in the wilderness to see them. I don't like hating on their country, but like when I was there, I felt like they always thought that they're better than the U.S. and most countries think that they're better than the U.S. and I just don't like that. We're not better than them, but they're definitely not better than us.
I've been in some towns around me where you can go around a restaurant, you won't see a dog or a cat anywhere around.
Really?
Because it's what they serve at the restaurant.
Oh, nice. I mean, hey, meat's meat, right?
Yeah.
People eat humans, so not that I recommend that. In the U.S., you've got economies of scale beyond the wildest dreams of Russia or England. You can horse trade or leverage food, gasoline, nuclear energy, vinyl, and plastics. Oh, speaking of nuclear energy, they got rid of all of their plants over there, their nuclear plants. Okay, now they're just solar, windmills, and something else. But they're having a crisis where people can't afford the electric.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I wonder how you could do that. Oh, just open these plants back up and give people more jobs, and then your electricity's cheaper. Mind blown. It makes me laugh, the kind of stuff.
Or you just turn the switch off and don't use any of it anyway.
Well, I guess that's fair, but
we got Amish people over here.
Yeah.
And they don't have electric. They're doing just fine.
Yours aren't Mennonites. See, what we have here local is Mennonites, so they believe in like a little bit of electricity.
Oh.
I don't have actual Amish, I guess you should say.
Well, these are actual Amish. But the Mennonite will give them a ride or to go to the different job sites and hold their cell phone for them.
That bugs me. You can ask her. I don't like the Amish for several reasons. But I won't get into that just because it's a negative subject.
Why? Because they stink or what?
I've never had a problem with them like person to person wise, but some of the breaks that they get in life because they're Amish or quote Amish.
They get a break? How do they get a break?
Oh, they get tax breaks and all kinds of stuff.
Well, they don't want to deal with the English people anyway.
I know, but welcome to being an adult, right?
Why would they want to pay taxes?
Because they live on U.S. soil.
Their great-great-grandfather bought that land. They figured they owned it. They shouldn't have to keep paying on it.
So then every American should never have to pay taxes, right? You either all have to do it or nobody has to do it. That's the problem.
But they make enough money off of us anyway.
Oh, you mean the government?
No, the Amish people make enough money that they shouldn't have any problem paying the taxes on their property.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Because I'm sure they're not paying income tax.
Well, that was my problem. I don't like that side of it. I don't care. I've met so many nice people from that community that the people don't bother me. It's the things that the government's giving them because they're that. When they got cars and cell phones and tractors and pretty much everything a modern farmer has, but doesn't get the same benefits, just bugs me.
Well, I've seen the ones over here. They just still have their horses out plowing the field. They don't have tractors.
They don't get as much time because of that in life. So that's okay. If they are completely off the grid, I'm good with that. They don't use. The other thing is they can't use public roads. I don't like that.
Because their horse doesn't use gasoline to pay the gas tax?
They don't pay taxes for the road.
Yeah.
And they also at least in this area, have led to cause accidents because of the horse-drawn carriages.
Yeah.
I mean, they're black carriages. They're dark horses. Hello.
Yeah, nighttime, how do you see them?
Exactly. I mean, and there's a lot of blind corners here. So, again, I don't like to I don't want to call them, I don't hate these people, but I just don't like the way it's ran. Methane or propane for heat or forklifts. Yeah, I mean, that'll work. I like propane. Midnight drag racing. Now, I would pay to see that.
Look it up on YouTube. It's probably already out there.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Because they got their horse and carriages. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Hey, you see them all out on on Friday night, date night.
Amish unsustained loss of traction in a cart misdemeanor. Sorry, officer. My rein slipped.
No, the horse wasn't listening.
Yeah. There was a miscommunication between the ECU and the engine. That's crazy. No cross dressing. I don't. That's just a weird thing in of itself. I'm gonna have to write you up. Go for it.
Yeah.
I accept all punishment.
Fire me, please.
Yeah. I need what do they call it? Severance pay. I think I deserve severance pay.
Or you can't fire me. Slaves have to be sold.
Yeah, right. My last job, man, it felt like I was a slave. It really did. Like, you made enough money to pay a few bills, and then like not groceries. If I had to pay rent, I wouldn't have been able to pay rent. Like, sometimes there was times where like I didn't have enough money to go to get gas. Like to get to the job. Like,
Yeah.
at what point do you go, maybe we're not paying our employees enough?
That's when you go to McDonald's and make more money.
Dude, you say that. Like, literally 5 minutes from where I was working, they were hiring for, I think, I started there at 11, and I think at the time I was making 13, and McDonald's was hiring at 15.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm doing manual labor. So I started out in the weld shop, and then maintenance, the CNC machine shop, and then their test facility. And I didn't make it over $14 or $15 an hour. And so at one point I got fed up. I said, here it is. I said, I'm quitting. I got another job. They're paying me X amount of dollars. I said, you can either match that or I'm going to the other job. Like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Pretty much gave them an ultimatum. And then they come back and offered me like $2 or $3 over what I made then. I'm like, yeah, no, bye. This ain't worth my life. I'd already been there for 3 or 4 years too. So now I'm like, anytime there's more money, that's where I'm going. The loyalty thing bugs the crud out of me.
Well, I've been at the dealership where I am right now for 10 years.
I have leukopenia and I'm vitamin D deficient.
Vitamin D, is that the one you get from the sun?
I don't know. But
Right?
I'm deficient.
Yeah.
I know, that means you don't have enough vitamin D. You don't, because you don't go in the sun.
My white blood cell count is low. And my vitamin D is low. Well, you know why I don't go out in the sun? Because I come back in and I look like a red lobster. That's why.
Other issue.
20 minutes at a time. That's it. No more.
Funny you say that. I told her that. That one day, didn't you stay out there 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yes. And I just remember her being in pain for like a week or two straight because she was all burnt. I said, how long did you stay out there? 2 hours? I'm like, why? I told you like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
You told me to go out in the sun. I didn't need to stay in the house all day. So I sat in the sun for 2 hours.
Or drive around the car with your arm out the window is good enough.
This is what I got to deal with. Oh, well, hell, I got 6 people watch. I want to stop to get over to Rob's Ride the Street Cars.
Yeah. Well, we could stop. I wanted to see what he was talking about anyway.
Yeah, I was just going live until he went live, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So, whoever's in the chat, thanks for watching.
Yeah. Nice talking to you.
Yeah, you too, Turbo.
Yeah.